Illarigu Namaskara. Today, let us try to understand 5 most important skills for primary school students. I am repeating this today because I have taught nearly 65 years from all over the country and also also from different countries. What I have seen today is that the political scenario is changing, and our Prime Minister Modi ji tells that we want Atmanirbhar India, and he wants that everything should be made in India and for Indians. I think it's the most important message to all Indians. Even I like it also. In order to achieve the Atmanirbhar India, we have to do many things. One thing is to make things in our own country for our own people. And that's what we call made in India, and not for make for India, made in India. To do that, I personally feel we have to train students from primary school classes, not just giving them the content or the current syllabus, but in addition to that, they must have 5 most important skills that can make them creative citizens of the country. In the next few PPTs, I will try to exchange my ideas with you regarding the 5 most important skills to make our country Vikasit India. In my opinion, the most important or what we call essential skills that we have to develop in our school children are critical thinking and curiosity, communication and listening skills, empathy and teamwork, basic numeracy and problem solving, creativity and expression. These are the skills not included in our curriculum, in our curricular studies for primary classes. We only feel that if the children can get good percentage of marks in the examination, that is enough. But these are important skills along with the reading and writing that is prescribed in the primary classes. We have to incorporate these things in our teaching work. These things are included in the new education policy for higher level education. But in my opinion, unless you start from the primary classes, you will not be able to achieve those things. Therefore, I am trying to request the teachers, parents, use these skills so that children can learn and they can become scientists and other great individuals for our country. Let me explain the important skills as per my knowledge. First one, thinking skills and curiosity. Children should be able to ask questions starting with why in every class they learn. It may be English class, history class, geography class, or mathematics or any subject matter. The children should be allowed and trained to ask why. By looking at outside, they should say why that color of the butterfly is different from color of the other things, and why animals and plants are different, why plants always have green color leaves and not animals have the same color, and then how. Then these 2 questions, why and how, must be made for them to understand, and they must always ask these questions. And these questions will induct thinking in new ways and observing the world around us. These questions may not have any answers, and you should not expect any answers also. This should only help them to think creatively. Second one is communication and listening skills. I have tried in many schools even today. Children at the primary level are hesitant to speak clearly. Though they know something, they hesitate. And if you ask them, why don't you ask questions, they say, our teacher scolds us. And then Listening capacity. Today children are losing the listening capacity in the primary schools. We have to see how best we can improve these things. And then share one's feelings. When once you develop communication skills, that is speaking maybe in their own tongue or in English or any other tongue which the child would like to express, and that should be listened by the students and the teachers also. The third one, empathy and teamwork. Understanding others' emotions. Many times in primary school also, children quarrel because they do not agree with each other. And then that is not correct. So understanding others' opinions and emotions are also very important. You must train them. These things are trained at the higher level for clinical psychology and psychology classes, but not in the primary classes. But we have to start from the primary. Working cooperatively. Right from the class 1, children should be made to sit down in small groups and make them to learn as a team. And small little works of maintaining the classroom cleanliness and all should be divided into small groups and they should try. That's what we call teamwork. Children should develop the idea, not I, we will do it. We are the people of our country and we will do anything. This is the type of teamwork they should be trained in. Another important skill we have to develop in primary children would be basic mathematics and problem solving skills. We teach mathematics only to pass the examination and get better marks. But we don't teach them numbers, numeracy. For example, if you say in Mysuru, for example, where I am staying, in Mysuru there are about 560,000 vehicles. How can we control them? The numbers 5,600 is a big number, so children should be able to handle that and they should be able to suggest some solutions for the problems. So numeracy is an important thing. If they want to become space scientist or any scientist for that matter or any subject expert for that matter, basic mathematics and problem skills are very important. Understanding numbers, calculation, solving problems step by steps, using mathematical symbols in a better way. These are the basic mathematical and problem solving skills which do not come under our regular teaching work like addition, subtraction and all these things. So teachers must be able to spend some time every day on this skill also. Creativity and expression is another important skill. Creating by oneself. That when I say creativity, that may be drawing a picture, singing, making their own poetry, telling stories as they come back, sharing one's imagination. These things will help them to create new things. So children should have a corner where they should show and express and showcase their creativity. It may be anything. Creativity in making a new dish or creativity in talking, creativity in play. Anything should be able to be possible by doing this. Conclusion on this, daily practice of these skills, the 5 skills, these skills shape us into strong individuals. If India wants to be self-sufficient, these skills must be incorporated in primary classes. To develop children with 5 basic skills which I explained to you in the earlier case, children must be trained by teachers. Teachers also must possess skills which are not what we see today. Just go to classroom, open a textbook, read a textbook, dictate, come back, or giving a lecture, ask them to listen and take down. Instead of that, teachers must have 5 basic skills, what we call 5 E's: engage, explore, explain, elaborate, evaluate. I have no time to describe these things, but teachers must have these skills apart from the skills what normally they learnt in their B.Ed or in training classes. These are very, very important basic skills. Without these skills, children will not be able to learn the 5 fundamental skills what I have said today. I have my own experience. In early 1960s and 70s. Demonstration schools set up by NCRT in different places had multi-purpose scheme. In then we taught children smithy, electrical work, music, woodwork, gardening. All these skills were made possible for them by means of these 5 skills of engaging teachers, exploring the possibilities of doing new way, explain the concept in different ways, elaborating the ideas what the children get, and evaluating them whether right or wrong. So these are the skills we have to practice to make our country an Atmanirbhar country. To make these slides, I used certain ideas from AI. My team consisted of 4 people. My 3 grandsons, one of them is a BE computer science and MBA from England. Another one completed his BE in technology, he is leaving to Germany for his studies. And third one is a clinical psychologist. And fourth one, my son-in-law, who is also an engineer and a writer. I thank them. And also I thank them YouTube. I hope all of you learn these things to make our country a better country.